What's going on, people? I am Swerver, and this is the Opinionated Facts Self-Improvement Podcast. And guess what? This time I'm gonna get it right, y'all. I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Lovejoy and Journey to be Great. How y'all doing today, ladies?
I'm great now that we're back hosting. Last time we were guests, so yeah.
Man, look, I couldn't do this without you guys, as well as the listeners too, man. Thank y'all so much for the continued support. We really appreciate y'all, and let us know if y'all want us to cover something in particular. What we do on this podcast, we just try to bring topics to you guys and talk about them, and hopefully by talking about them, we can start a conversation about getting to another level of self-improvement, becoming a better person. So yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about one topic, which is unusual for us, because we like to bring y'all a lot more than just one topic, or at least two. But tonight we're going to be talking about why men feel the need to go be with different women. And so we're going to do something a little different. We're going to let Joy start it off this time. How you feeling about that, Joy?
I think I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, so I was doing research about the topic, and I kind of went in between having multiple sexual partners and polygamy, because that's kind of what they called it back then. They didn't just call it sexual partners. And it was talking about the desire to be fruitful in marriage, propel early practices of polygamy. It says the first written law code in the world that, I'm going to pronounce this correctly, Hammurabi, around 1780 BC, allow a man with a barren or diseased wife to take a second wife. At the same time, it mandated that the second wife should not be seen as equal as the first wife. So I feel like, it originally was something else where we were having multiple sexual partners because of marriage, and we ended with just having multiple sexual partners. But that was interesting that it's been going on since 1780 BC.
So it's interesting. It's almost like an arrangement. So let's say your wife can't have kids, so you allow another woman to come in and kind of be the childbearer, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Or she's sick or something like that. Because you want to be fruitful is what they say. You want to.
But so we ain't talk about this, you know what I'm saying? Look, none of that. Can't not bring
right.
Okay, so she can't join the rock too. I got you. Everybody on the same rock. Doing all that. Okay. We'll go with that. What you got for us, Journey?
Of course that is true, because I've seen too also where it started out, men want to procreate, and of course when women 9 months, we get our baby together.
Out of commission,
right? So our focus is not necessarily on the man like that, it's on the child. And so with that being said, he got to go out and get some milk. But I also found something that I thought was really interesting. And of course, I would love your opinion on this, waiver. But I got this from the website medium.com, and the title of the article was "The Truth About Why Men Want Multiple Sex Partners." And according to this article, it says men are naturally insecure. And it goes on to say that some men feel that they're not cutting it in life, not just at work, but also at home, like as husbands and even in their private lives. And they don't necessarily vocalize that. For most men, an affirmation from a female is like everything to them, and they can't get enough of it, which is why they go after the expensive cars and jewelry and, flashy clothes, trying to get affirmation from women so that can grow their confidence. And then also was talking about how regular fulfilling sex is important to a man, as well as his general well-being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with
that. And it was just goes on to say that most women aren't as quick to have sex as men, which is why he has to have options, because if one not trying to do anything, he can go on to the next.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me all we had to do is give them a compliment and make them feel more important, and they wouldn't need multiple people?
According to the article, that's why I said I need you to elaborate on this, Sway.
Now stay in the line. Not gonna gotta make sure it's my people over here.
Okay.
I think in some cases it could be something associated with insecurity. I mean, it's just so much. It's so many things that could be unpacked right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it depends, because you got some guys. Well, you know what? I can't see that. Like, say you're popular in school, and maybe high school you were popular, and then maybe college you're not so popular. So maybe you trying to do this battle with yourself to get back to where you were in high school or something like that. Maybe it's something like that, or maybe you grew into yourself. So maybe nobody was checking for you earlier, and then now people are checking for you. So you know what I'm saying, you're trying to take full advantage of it. I don't really know. I can't necessarily speak on that because I haven't been through something like that. But
so you saying you always had it, huh?
Well, I ain't you know what I mean? But no, I was going to say, no, seriously, Seriously, though. Nah, I don't know, man. I don't want to say that for all men because it's just so many different situations of why a man could be doing this multiple woman thing. And it kind of brings me to what I was looking at. So I just typed it into Google and I just wanted to see, why men, and it's kind of weird typing that in because I have my own reasons for why I could say I think men would do it, but I'll get to that in a second. So I just typed it into Google, why do men desire multiple women? And the article was saying there are several reasons why men may have multiple sex partners, including age, sexual variety, and testosterone level. So I'm not going to go into too much of this, like, because I got some more stuff I want to talk about, but I do think that men do desire variety. I will say that. I think in a relationship, I was watching somebody was talking about how between, I think it's 18 months to 36 months, the sexual chemistry between people kind of dies out.
Okay.
And so men kind of venture out to go seek some more sexual, whatever it is. It's almost like that hunter in him, where you hear
Real, yeah,
that type of thing. But they was also talking about how men that talk about that with their wives or girlfriends tend to do better because they can kind of face it head on instead of him kind of harboring that in and not telling his wife or feeling like they're gonna get into a fight. And so he just kind of keeps it to himself and kind of sneaks out the back door. So I think talking about it is important. Testosterone levels. I mean, obviously, I can even say this from personal accounts. Leaving the gym and you got your blood flowing and stuff like that. Sometimes you would have come home and do other things because
blow somebody back.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you work your back, now you're trying to work somebody else back. That's how it is. And but I will say, I think that is also something that makes men they just want to get sexual. And like you said, I think Journey, you were saying that say he go home, he pumped up and he ready to go, and the wife is like, nah, baby, not tonight. And if he's an avid person that likes to go to the gym, then he gonna be feeling that. And it's like if the wife is like, nah, he gonna want to go out there and get right somewhere else. So that's something else too. I think age plays a role too. Y'all already know when you young and the blood flowing good, 15, was it 20? You know what I'm saying? 23. So like men are just they ready to go. They ready to go. They don't need to do nothing but look at you and they ready to get to the next point.
So what do you think happened with the older men? Because, those men that hit that midlife crisis and they go and cheat in their 50s and 60s, we know their testosterone levels are lower, but they still do it.
Well, just because the man ain't really, standing up, don't mean that his mind ain't still working. You know what I'm saying? So he can see with his eyes. So I think that may be an insecurity thing. That may be, hey, I need to see if I still got it. But women are beautiful, and no matter whether the man's working or not, you can see, that even when you look at the athletes and the men that are, affluent or whatever in life, they don't necessarily go for an older woman. They going for the young, tender, nice looking woman because men just like that. They're attracted to things like that. Also, in another article that I was looking at, 1 in 3 men are not opposed to having multiple sex partners, where only 11% of women are okay with that. So that brought me to the point of how is it possible if women are not agreeing with it? Do you think that all of these situations are behind the back, or do you think some women are okay with it, which allows men to have that same kind of faith that they could do it?
I mean, of course, you do have some women that are okay with it. And there are situations where people lie. I was just like in a similar situation where I was lied to. So, yeah.
You don't want to go into details? Okay, cool. Okay.
Well, no, it's fine. Like I said, the person I told you, we went to Tropical Smoothie. We were cool. We've been talking.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna make it. God damn. All right, go ahead.
We were talking for a while now, and of course, I wasn't quick to put out. So that was a thing. But even though when he tried me, I was like, "No, I'm not moving like that." We were still cool. We were still kicking it. But I recently found out that he has a whole relationship.
Oh no. Oh.
No, and I had been asking him. I was like, what? Like, okay, where is this going? And he was all like, "I can see you being my wife." And all this, like, not girlfriend. He went as far, "I can see you being my wife." And I was like, okay, but you in a whole relationship?
He went deep with it. He went to wife.
He went poly.
Yeah.
So he wants you to be in a polyamorous situation.
Oh, pretty much, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something.
I asked him, I was like, why, why were you saying all this stuff? Why were you all this stuff? I don't want anybody but you. You're my main concern, blah, blah, blah. It's like, why even go there? And he was like, I was just being selfish because I didn't want you to go anywhere.
That boy good. I ain't gonna lie. He's smooth as that smoothie, man. I ain't lying. Hey, what he took you chocolate smoothie? He trying to let you know what's going on. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna tell you something, man. There's a lot of research, a lot of podcasts out there, and we're gonna let this go too long, but it's a lot of podcasts, there's a lot of articles, a lot of stuff talking about, this or that. But I've come to this conclusion that it depends on the person. Because if you look around, most of us have seen people that are in our inner circle and outside our circle date multiple people. Most people have talked to several people. So in some ways, we are accepting multiple people in one way or another. Maybe just not at the same time. And so I think what I've come to is just that, it really depends on what the person that you're getting with, what they believe in. Even like with you, Journey, like with that gentleman, I'm not really sure what's on his mind. Maybe he was raised around where men played those types of games where they had somebody but they also had a woman on the side. That may be how he was raised. They look at women like objects. And just so people know, if you are a man that sleeps with multiple women on a regular basis, you're considered to be a womanizer. A lot of men don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's the definition of that. They think it's pimps and players, but actually that's a womanizer. And that's not a good thing. But at the end of the day, if you believe that it's okay to sleep with multiple women, then you should let the women that you meet know that you want to do that. If you
that's it. Let them
exactly. Just
and if
straight up.
You're right. And if you want one woman, then have the discipline to be with one woman. And I think that's the issue that we're facing. It's just that people are not being honest, and men do make mistakes. I think it's natural that when men do want to procreate, it's natural for us. But I think I'm just being real. But if you get married and you telling this woman you want to be with just her, just have the discipline to just be with her. But I will say to women too, don't make it hard for him. If he's into the nasty stuff and you know that, you're not trying to do all that, but you want to lock him down and say, well, you should be with nobody else, just me. But then when he come and ask you to do that little thing, you're like, nah, I ain't doing that. Don't be surprised now if you go out there and she doing it.
Right.
Right.
I agree on that. I agree. Just be honest about your whatever it is that you're into, what you're not into. Just be straight up about that.
I agree. All right, Joe. I see you coming through with it, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. We was rooting for you over here. We know it was like that, man.
I didn't know it was like that, but it is what it is.
You got the wrong smoothie, didn't it? It's all right. Hey, y'all, we want to know what y'all doing out there, man. To the fellas, y'all got to have multiple women. How y'all doing it, man? To the ladies, y'all into that polygamy thing? What y'all doing? And I'm not against polygamy, by the way. We are not against that. If that's what you want to do, have at it, baby. Swinging, whatever you into, do your thing. What'd you say, Joy Charlie Brown? Do your thing.
Do your thing, Charlie Brown.
That's it, Joy. We ain't never mad at you. We just had the conversation, y'all. So join the conversation in the comments below, man. Let us know what y'all doing out there. I am Swaver. This is the Opinionated Facts Self-Improvement Podcast. I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Lovejoy, and Jenny. To be great. Thank y'all so much for listening. Until next time, peace.